Hey guys, welcome back to my colourful country life. I am so excited to be sharing my colouring plans for January with you all today. So this month we're actually kicking off 2025 with something really special. I am going to be announcing the 4 project books that received the most votes in our recent polls here over on YouTube, and I'm going to explain how we will be using them throughout the year as well. So before I dive into the details, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who took part in the voting. Your input has honestly been invaluable, and I am so thrilled you've helped me shape the channel for 2025. Now, after checking the results, the format option that was chosen was option C. So that means we will have 4 project books over the course of the year, with 2 for the first half of the year and the other 2 for the second half. I did decide to make the decision myself out of the top 4 books that you all have chosen, which ones we're going to be working with in the first half of the year and which 2 we will work with on the second half of the year. So for the first half of 2025, we're going to be focusing on Meine Reise durch Afrika and Tales from the Forest Kingdom. Now, Meine Reise durch Afrika was the second most voted book, and I couldn't resist choosing Forest Kingdom as well because I'm absolutely itching to colour more in it. Meanwhile, Mythomorphia, which did receive the most votes, will join Romantic Country 2 as project books for the second half of the year. Now, I did decide to save Mythomorphia for the later half because I already have a lot of Kirby plans that will hopefully be coming to fruition in the upcoming months, and I want to keep things a little bit balanced. This way the first half of the year isn't super heavy on Kirby, at least no more than usual. So with all that said, let's move all of this out of the way and we'll dive into this month's plans. First up, let's talk about Rooms of Wonder by Joanna Basford. This is our current full book colour along, and I'm really excited to continue working in this book this year. I did mention in my video about choosing this year's project books that we have 36 pages left to colour together in this book. I was hoping to get it completed this year, which would mean 3 pages a month. Could I do it? Yeah. Will I do it? Probably not. I think we will come close though. I am enjoying this book and I'll just keep plodding along at my own pace. There's no time limits. I'm just going to have fun with it and see how close we can get by the end of the year. Having said that, I have picked 1 page this month that I'm actually just about to start. So it will be our next colour along. Where is it? This one here, the Sewing Mandala page. I don't know what has drawn me to this page this month, as it's one of those pages that I'd maybe categorize as a little bit boring. I'm not so sure. It is a really simple page. I do feel like I need a bit of a small victory at the moment after colouring some big pages, plus holidays, needing to get back into it. I think I need something small and simple to start my year. So either way, I am looking forward to getting this page done. I'm thinking of a vibrant, bold colour palette. No background, but we shall see. And of course, if I do get a chance, I would like to colour more in this book this month. And I was looking at, where is it? The Lock and Key page. I think these 2 here, I think they'd be quite relaxing to colour as well. We shall see where this month takes us, because I was also looking at, where was the other one? I think it was the one I was planning on doing for December. The one next to the ice cream shop. I can't find it. It's in here. It's in here somewhere, waiting to be coloured. So that's also a possibility as well, depending on my mood later on in the month. Ah, there it is. I knew it was here somewhere. This page here is also a possibility, but we'll start with the sewing page. We might even end up doing the page next to it. I don't know. I'll see where my mind takes me after I complete this one. And I do have other books I want to colour in first before I look at colouring a second page in this book. So that is Rooms of Wonder by Joanna Basford. Now on to our first project book of 2025, Meine Reise durch Afrika by Rita Berman. This book has so much potential. It is my personal favourite Rita book ever, and I've had so many requests to make this a full book color along on the channel, so I'm really excited that it was chosen as a project book. I can't wait to get started and see what we can get colored in this book over the next 6 months. And for January, I have chosen this page here. It is summer here at the moment, not that you'd think it, it's about 18 degrees and raining, but this page just screams summer and warmth to me. We've just come back from a week at the beach, surfing, swimming, and this page incorporates all those things. We even have this little cat lazing around enjoying some sun on the boat too. He's really cute. I'm picturing warm golden tones, aqua, maybe even some burnt reds for this page. Even the bird here, I think it's a hoopoe, and they have orange tones on their faces and on their chests, and then it's sort of like black and white stripes. So he or she will match the color palette well as well that I'm thinking of. So I am looking forward to working on this one, and I have only picked one page in the project books. Same as in the full book color along, but if I do have spare time, like I said, or if I get a bit stuck with what to color next, I will reach for these books first. So I may color more some months, but to start with, I've just chosen the one page. Also, I just want to add that the 2 books that we are going to be focusing on in the second half of the year, so Mythomorphia and Romantic Country 2, just because we are focusing on them in the second half of the year doesn't mean I won't still pick them up sometime during the first half of the year too. So if it is something I'm feeling that month, I will pick it up and color in it. They will be treated just like any book in my collection until we get to the second half of the year and they become a focus book, a project book. So that is Rita Berman's Meine Reise durch Afrika. Our second project book for the first half of the year is Tales from the Forest Kingdom. This book has been calling to me for a while now, so I am thrilled to focus on it for the first half of the year. I was actually surprised this one was chosen. Surprised, but very excited because I love it so much, and I wasn't sure how many other people also loved the book too, but I really did want to focus on it, so I'm happy you guys voted for it. I would have colored in it at some point anyway, but now we can really focus and get some pages done. This was a hard one though. There's so many pages I want to color, so many double pages in particular, that I'm not sure which one I want to start with. So I thought we'll have a flip through of this book together and see if we can narrow it down. And I guess which one we all most want to color is probably the one that I'll pick if I can't pick one myself. So maybe you guys can let me know which one you'd like to see most down in the comments. And I'll just have a flip through and tell you which ones that are calling out to me. I did tag that one a while ago, but that's not one that's calling to me at the moment. There is a few double pages. See, I really like this double page. That is a possibility. I think this would be really fun with a really deep dark sky. Then we've got these sort of light bulbs here, which would give us some light into the little stars. So I'd probably do a Neo Color 2 background. Pencil wise in this book, I'm probably going to use either Prismas or Polys. I may do some basing with some watercolor pencils or some Inktense. Backgrounds are most likely going to be either watercolor paint or Neo Color 2. Just to let you know, guys, know what I'm thinking. Even that one's a bit cute too. I do have my eye on a lot of the double page spreads, so I don't know what I can get done in January if I can fit a double page spread in like this one. This is one of my favorites in the book, but over the next 6 months I will be coloring some of these double page spreads, and this is one that I will be coloring at some point. I'm not sure if I can fit this one in January or if it might be a little bit later on, but this is definitely on the list. And there's a couple more double pages too. I saw somebody doing, who was it? I was watching a video, oh gosh, I can't remember whose video I was watching, and they were looking through books about snails. I think it's a hashtag for snails. This one, even though it's not an actual snail, he's got this sort of like snail back, so that could be a good picture for that one. I can't remember whose video I was watching. This one's cute. I like the troll. don't really feel like I can't colour snakes in summer because we do get a lot of very venomous, dangerous, deadly snakes here in summer. So I don't want to think about snakes. Winter, I can think about snakes. Is that a double page spread? That could be treated like a double page spread. I don't know if it's meant to be. Yeah. I do like that page too. I don't know which one I want to do. I really like this one as well. I don't feel like a portrait this month, I don't think. Love this double page spread. So this is on the list for some point in the 6 months. So the unicorn double page spread and that double page spread will definitely be done. I like this one too. Yeah, I don't know. So I like those two double page spreads. This one, I'm definitely, where is it? The big toadstool house one is definitely not for January. This one here is not for January. The unicorn page is a possibility, but a single page would probably be better. That's definitely a possibility. That one too, maybe. I like that page, but not for January. Future possibility. And here's a maybe. Yeah, I quite like that one. That's a nope. Not this month. No. He's cute, wouldn't mind doing him. That's a cute page too. Either of these pages I think will be doable. My favorite. If I do find I have enough time, this is probably going to be the one I'm going to lean towards the most. But if not, I'd like to pick a single page and leave that double page for next month. Actually, this double page I think this one feels fairly simple. I've got an idea in my head of how I could colour this one. So that's also a possibility. Yeah. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments. So we can pick a page in Tales from the Forest Kingdom by Hannah Carlson. Alright, so aside from the 2 project books and the full book colour along in Rooms of Wonder, I have also picked out a few other books that I like to work in this month. So Magical Worlds by Joanna Basford is the first book, and I've actually already coloured the page I had chosen for January. The colour along I think will be up before you see this video, so I can show you the completed page, which is this one here. And I will talk about the page more in my completed pages video, so I won't go into it now, but this is the page I chose to colour for January, another summery themed page, and I will link the colour along up above if you'd like to check it out as well. And I may go ahead and colour the right hand side using the same colour palette if I do get time in January as well. But that is our first page completed from Magical Worlds by Joanna Basford in January. Not the first page completed in the book, first page in January. Okay, now 2024 was all about working in my untouched colouring books, and I finished the year with 1 untouched colouring book. So for 2025, I want to focus on filling up my books. I do want to attempt to keep my untouched books as close to 0 as possible. I do usually colour in my books as soon as I get them. When a new book comes in, I'm super excited to dive in and get started. Last year I did do a little bit of a catch up due to me focusing on my full book colour alongs in my Kirby books in earlier years and neglecting other books that have come in. I have found a good balance now, so I can share the love around. Therefore, 2025 is all about filling up my books. So when I filmed my Every Page I've Ever Coloured video for the end of 2024, I did notice a fair few books that only had 1 page coloured in them. So this year I plan to try to reach for those books more, so I have more than 1 page coloured in all my books. And that is this year's goal. And if anyone has watched that video and would like to do a buddy colour in any of the books where I have only coloured one page, please reach out, send me a message on Instagram. Buddy colours do help me pick up books and colouring pages that I may not normally reach for. And I'm always up for doing a buddy colour. So I am mindful though that I can only fit 1 to 2 buddy colours in each month. And I'm currently booked up until April, but I have nothing organised from April onwards. And I won't be doing any buddy colours in my full book colour alongs, so Rooms of Wonder and Dark Fairy Tales when that arrives, or any of my project books either, so any of the 4 books that we chose. But any other book in my collection is fair game if you want to send me a message. Now back to my untouched colouring book. This is Mythographic Artist Vault. So I have picked out a couple of pages in this book this month. I have picked up this book the last few months and still haven't got around to colouring it, and I pick out a new page every time I pick it up. So what should I choose? I can't even remember myself. Where is it? Okay, so this one here is one page I've chosen. This is from Fabiana Attanasio. I don't know if this is in an existing colouring book or if this one is a previously unpublished one from the vaults, but I really like this one. It's kind of summery feeling. We've got these little bugs here with their lights. We've got toadstools. It feels really summery to me for some reason, so I want to do some nice light sources and have some fun with that page. And this page here, I thought we could do nice, bold, vibrant colours. This one is also a Fabiana Attanasio page, and I really like it. A bit of a circus theme here. I think it'd be nice and fun and colourful and bright, and could play with some sparkling mediums on this page too. Now there's another one marked here, and I'm sure I only marked 2. It might be... Oh no, I did mark a 3rd one. This one actually reminds me a little bit of Mouse Guard from David Peterson, which is coming up in a second. And I really like this page here. Joseph Kattenbang is the artist, and I think this will be a nice fun one. It's sort of an underwater themed page as well, which seems to be the theme of the month for me at the moment. So they're the 3 pages I'm thinking of in this book. I don't know if any of them are previously unpublished or already existing in colouring books, so I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments if anyone knows if they're already in any books. But they're my choices from Mythographic Artist Vault, and I would like to get that page, at least 1 page completed, and then I will have 0 untouched books in my collection. So on the theme of books that I've only coloured 1 page in, the next book is Mountain King by R.J. Hampson. I adore this book. I only have a couple of R.J.'s books, but out of the ones that I do have, this is my very favourite. And I am on a bit of a summer kick at the moment, like I just mentioned. So the page I have chosen is the Sea King page here. I've always loved this page. I love my ocean themed pages, as you all know. And this one looks detailed, but I think it'll actually be relatively quick to colour. I do like using my alcohol markers in this book. So this is the page I'm leaning towards this month. And after the God Jewel double page, I am really needing a few not so big pages. Something a little bit simpler and quicker, especially with it being summertime as well. So I think this is going to be a beautiful and fun, vibrant, bold page to colour. So that is what I've chosen from R.J. Hampson's The Mountain King. And on the same note, I've also chosen Mouse Guard by David Peterson. I've currently only coloured 1 page in this book, and I did narrow down to a couple of pages that are calling to me this month. I'll pick 1 out of them, or maybe if I have time, I might get both completed, but where are we? Okay, so this is 1 page that I was looking at here. I think this is really fun to colour. I can see some beautiful jeweled colours on his little outfit here, lots of metals, and nice blue sky, and then bring the colours through to the other little vignettes, the little elements on the other pages. And the other page I chose was this one here, another snail page. I didn't realize how many snails were in colouring books until I saw that video, and if I remember whose video I was watching that was talking about pages of snails, I will pop the video down in the description box, or if you know who I'm talking about, pop it in the comments, because I've watched so many colouring videos I can't remember whose I've watched for their colouring plans for 2025. So this is another page that is on my radar for January from A Mouse Guard by David Peterson, and then I can get more than one page completed in this book. And last but not least, of course, is a Kirby Roseanne's book, Fragile World. I can't leave Kirby out, can I? Now, even though this is no longer really a project book, I still do want to colour in it and see how much we can fill up until Dark Fairy Tales comes out. And the page that I'm looking at is this one here. Now, page 72. What even is it? Oops. '72. Kangaroo Island Donuts? They're Australian. You'd think I would know, but I have no idea. 2020 bushfires destroyed 95% of their remaining habitat, and there are now thought to be around only 50 Kangaroo Island Donuts remaining in the wild. Only 50 of them. Yeah, that's why I've never heard of them before. That's not many considering the size of this country. So yeah, this is the page I'm thinking of doing in Fragile Worlds. And there are some other pages I have had my eye on, but this one here, but I can't do it in January. It is a very big double page spread. It's going to take me a while to complete this page, but I've always loved it and wanted to colour in it. And there was another double page spread too that I had my eye on. Oh, it wasn't that one, but it did just catch my eye. I've missed a page. Nope, that was not it. That was not it. Where is it? This one. I like that page too. So maybe for next month we can have a look maybe at one of those double pages, but that is Fragile World by Kirby Roseanne's. So those are all of my colouring plans for January. That's 8 books in total. I feel like I've been a little conservative this month as it gives me room to colour more pages in the project books, time allowing, that is, of course. It is summer holidays, so I may not get as much colour this month as I usually do. But I do hope you're as excited as I am about the project books we're going to be working on this year and everything else that we have planned. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What are you planning to colour this month? Are there any pages or books you'd like to see featured on the channel? Let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for voting and for being part of this wonderful community we have here. I can't wait to spend another colourful year with you all. And on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy colouring and bye for now.